What if I told you that we can take our average from 180 to 220 and beyond in just 1 week? And I am not talking about easy house shots here. I'm talking about shooting 220 on PBA or patterns. You know, the kind of patterns in which the professionals throw a few gutters. And hey, I don't blame them. And for the next 7 days, I am going to share with you the complete strategy. I'm talking about my plan, the practice routines, and everything I do in between so that I can transform my game and take it from 180 to 220 and beyond. Now, will I succeed or will I fail? I guess we're about to find out. So I have been bowling horrible for the last year and a half, to say the least. And today is June 9, 2023, and in less than 1 week, I'm going to go to Reno, Nevada to bowl the USBC Open Championships. As I said, I only have 7 days to completely transform my game and take it to a really high level so that I can hopefully help my team to win. I personally believe it's kind of a mission impossible to take my game from 180 to 220 in just 7 days, especially given the fact that I haven't been doing so well for the last years. But if I can make it, so can you. Now, I'm not making any promises, but it will be very cool if I can pull this off, especially if I can share this journey with you. This is what's gonna happen. First, we're going to figure out the strategy, the plan, and the practice routines with the schedule. Second, we're going to do the work and practice the routines that we set out today. And finally, we will find out what kind of results we get by the end of the 7 days. Pretty easy, right? With that being said, let's begin. So, what is the strategy? I have said this many times before and I will keep repeating it. If you go to practice without a goal in mind, you're just pretty much wasting your time. Let's be clear, if we really want to be great at bowling and we want to improve our game, we have to be completely honest. This is what I mean. If you know exactly what you have been struggling with as a bowler for so long, why don't you just try to fix that specific problem when you go to practice next time? And my guess is that we don't do it because it is just boring. On the other hand, sure, bowling is meant to be fun, but wouldn't it be more fun if we can bowl better more often? And again, I only have 7 days and I don't have infinite time. So this is the strategy. I can choose between 2 roads. On one hand, I can just identify what are the specific problems I am struggling with in my game. For example, am I dropping the ball too much on my release, aka throwing 4 gutters in one game and lose that game by just a few pins, which I actually did last week? Or on the other hand, I can work on the core fundamentals that I know that I need to improve in order to bowl much better. Now here's the thing, through the years of experience bowling, I have learned that adjusting a physical movement from our game, which has become second nature to us, is very, very hard, especially during a very short amount of time. But if I just decide to work with what I have right now and improve the core fundamentals of a professional bowler, then it is a little easier. Now, if you're confused, I get it, that's okay. It would all make sense in just a bit. So now that I know my strategy, I need to work on my plan. Now, basically, the plan is that I'm going to go to practice at least 1 hour a day for the next 7 days. Now, I need to also make a schedule, and what I'm gonna do is that I'm going to work on at least 1 or 2 fundamentals per day for every practice session. Next, we're moving to the practice routine. I need to find out exactly what I'm going to be training for during the practice sessions. And like I said before, my strategy for this week is to master the core fundamentals of a really good bowling game. Now, you may think there are plenty of fundamentals in the sport of bowling, but I am going to keep it as simple as possible and just work on the top 5 for me. Foundation number 1, the physical approach. So basically, this means that I will have a strong physical approach at the moment of the release. So I will have a strong left arm for my balance, a strong left leg, which is my support leg, a strong right leg at the back for my balance, and last but not least, I'm also gonna have a strong core to keep myself centered where I'm supposed to be. Foundation number 2, the release and follow through. This in itself, as you may know, is extremely important. That way, I can stay very accurate and very consistent with my shots. Foundation number 3, the walk. So what this is basically having a double crossover as I walk, and then on top of that also have a straight slide or a little bit to the left so that I can have enough space for my right arm to come naturally straight down and have a very good release. Foundation number 4, picking up all my spares. This is a given, but even the professionals have lost major tournaments by missing a single pin spare on a final. So basically, we really have to be able to pick up all of our spares so we have the best chance to win. And lastly, foundation number 5, eye tracking. I don't know if you have ever been told this, but we have to learn how to follow the trajectory of the ball on every shot. And at this point, I can see you thinking, that you thought that bowling wasn't really hard. And sure, bowling can be easy sometimes. But if you want to be great, especially at competitive levels, this is what it takes to be the best. And this is just the planning for the practice sessions. Sometimes you gotta win the fight in your mind before the fight even begins. On a side note, would you like to look and feel like a professional bowler every time you step on the lanes without breaking the bank? Well, now you can with IAMBOWLING. They have hundreds, if not thousands of unique designs to choose from, so you can rock your own style like a professional on and off the lanes. Not only that, but what I love about these jerseys is that they are designed with athletes like us in mind. They are made with high quality performance fabrics that allows you to stay cool and comfortable during intense games when you need them the most. That's why I have partnered with them to bring you a 20% off special discount on your next purchase. Just go to IAMBOWLING.com and use the coupon code SANDRO at checkout to unlock your special discount of 20% off. That's it for the break, and let's go back to the video. And this is what we're doing here. I am creating a set of exercises or drills that I can do so that I can master each of the 5 foundations we talked about. Okay, so we have finally arrived to almost the end of the planning. We just have to schedule the practice sessions and that's it. And I am going to reveal exactly what I'm going to do in each of those practice sessions in the next episodes. But for now, what I'm gonna do is tell you how much time I need. We know that I need at least 30 to 45 minutes of practice for each of the 5 fundamentals. That means that I need roughly 3 hours of practice in order for me to cover each of the 5 foundations. Meaning that if I were to do only one session for each, I will need at least 3 hours of practice in order to cover all of them. So for my strategy, I have set out that I need to do at least 3 sessions for each of the fundamentals, meaning that it will take me at least 9 hours to complete all the training sessions, and I believe that is more than enough time. So what do you think? Can I take my average from a 180 to a 220 and beyond in just 9 hours of practice? And if for whatever case you don't believe that I have a 180 average at the moment, I actually have been bowling a Sport Shot League for the last 3 weeks and I have a below 180 average. By the way, Dexter, if you're watching, I need new shoes and I don't have a sponsor. This is not supposed to do that. And that is it for today's episode. I truly hope that you learned something new today. I know that we didn't go in detail into what we're doing in practice, but I promise that I will do my best to share that with you in the next episodes. But before you leave, I just wanted to say thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss the next upload, for the next practice session. Smash the like button, leave a comment below, you know the drill. Till the next time, athletes. Ciao, ciao.